Filming outside is either gonna be a really cute idea or it's gonna be a distracting one. My neighbor has gardeners and they're working right now. And there's farther ones working too. Should I go inside? Last week I asked you guys to ask me questions about literally anything. Some of them are going to be a little more generic, some more personal. If you guys want to hear my answers, then stick around to the end of this video because I am going to add this on to the end. Enjoy the vlog.
Stand back, everyone, please make way.
It's very echoey in here. I started talking about this in one of my earlier moving vlogs and then I realized I wasn't able to talk about it yet, but I officially can. Revolve is having their 3rd annual Revolve Awards. Last week or the week before or something, they stopped by my house to give me this nomination and it was so cute. It was a giant balloon with rose petals and this little thing was rolled up in there. Cut to that clip.
Wait, I'm scared. Okay. Congratulations, ClaudiaSulewski. You've been nominated for a YouTube channel of the year.
So sweet. This is so exciting. I got nominated for YouTube Channel of the Year. If you guys want to vote, you can vote until, I believe, November 15th. I'm not sure if it cuts sooner than that, but I will leave the link down below for where you guys can vote. I don't know if I have a chance at this at all. All the ladies that are nominated are bosses. They're killing it. I'm just happy to be alongside them. But I don't know. I feel like maybe we have a chance. Maybe, I don't know. Thank you, Revolve, if you're watching this. Hello. This is so crazy. We got some king size pillows.
We got 2 side sleeper pillows, 2 side sleeper pillows, 2 back pillows. I don't know which one I am.
No idea.
I don't know.
But they're from the same brand and they're the same size. So we'll have one of each.
Figured out.
Depends on the night, honestly.
Exactly.
We're at Bed Bath & Beyond. We're getting some navy blue towels because the master bathroom tile has navy blue in it. And then I'm getting 1 teal hand towel for my office bathroom. Yes.
Do you want to look for the perfect thing to put on our very white bed?
I was actually looking over there for something like that. I'm down to look. Like, I feel like over
Totally
here.
down to not find it, but
Yeah.
look.
Yeah. Focus. Focus. You're embarrassing me.
Wow.
Unbelievable. I think we found exactly what we were looking for, which basically was not like another duvet, not like a small throw blanket. I think what we're looking for is a coverlet. I don't know.
And if not, this will be an incredible, incredible foundation to my pillow fort.
Absolutely. It's a good beige color. Look at, check this out, check this out, check. That's sort of the color, and I think it's just like a giant blanket that we can put on the end of our bed. We are taking our Bed Bath & Beyond cart through the mall because we parked on the complete opposite side. Is this allowed? I don't know.
We just put it in the out of order spot.
We got there. Yeah, I don't know where else we're gonna put this.
We were being respectful, we just leave it by the elevator.
I'm gonna show you guys what our bedroom looks like right now. At Bed Bath & Beyond, I was talking about the coverlet. We ended up not getting that because it had quilting. I just wanted something smooth and clean. We ended up just getting the duvet cover from that same brand and color. It has this really pretty cross-hatch pattern detail. I absolutely love the color. I love the feel of it. Sometimes we tuck everything in and that looks really good because you can see like underneath the bed. Pretend it's tucked in on the sides and everything, but it looks so good. We brought my light gray rug in from my bedroom in my last apartment and I feel like it fits great in here. And then on this wall, we brought in my white dresser from my old bedroom as well. And we put up Phineas's TV from his living room in his last house. This soundbar is from downstairs. We just brought it in to watch some TV last night. But once we get a soundbar, we're going to hang it up on the wall right here. So this is all open and clear. This little wooden plate is from Target, if you guys remember. I recently got it. Just sort of brings the wood back in from this side of the room. Still figuring out what bedside tables to get. This is his bedside table from his old place. It looks very cute, but it's too wide. If we had 2 of these, the door wouldn't be able to close on this side. This one is kind of small. Obviously, there's no storage either. So we're gonna get 2 new side tables and bring these into different rooms. I'm trying to figure out if I wanna do wooden ones or white ones or a completely different color or a different shade of wood. That could be cool. We got a little hamper right here. Our realtor just brought this over. She gave us a housewarming present, which is so sweet. The towels we picked up are a little too dark for the tile in here. It's definitely more of a bright blue versus this deep indigo color. It looks sort of purpley in this room. We'll see if these fade over time, but if not, they can just become pool towels because we're always gonna need pool towels for visitors. Although this teal hand towel I'm very excited about, and I think it matches perfectly in this bathroom, so that's great.
I'm at Claudia's house. Her new house. I don't even know how to jump into this, honey. You're right, I think I'm gonna wait, and then lo and behold, 2 months later,
Didn't wait at all.
you showed up to my house and you're like, so some things have changed.
Here's the deal.
Here he comes.
Oh God, here he comes.
Here he comes.
I'll save the compliment for after he's gone.
Maybe after that period, we'll live together. And I was like, sounds like bullshit. Sounds like someone else's opinion. Doesn't sound like a typical Claudia thing
I
to
never
say.
said the Claudia house thing though.
Good morning, guys. If you're concerned as to why I'm moving and my hands are not on the steering wheel, it's because I'm on autopilot right now. It's actually really crazy. If you put your address into the car, then autopilot will also navigate for you. If it wants to take an exit or go off on a different ramp, it'll ask, I have it on the setting where it'll ask for your permission to lane change, and it's a little creepy, it's a little scary. I'm still getting used to it. I don't do it that often when I'm alone, but right now I don't feel alone because I'm recording it. That makes no sense at all. Feeling really excited about the channel switch. I was reading your guys' comments last night and a lot of you guys are emotional and nostalgic. I am as well. It's very sad, but I'm excited about it. Later today, Phineas and I are driving out to the Palm Springs area because Chris Clemens is celebrating his birthday and he got an Airbnb. I'm so excited. Just being a handy woman and rolling out our rug mat. Damn, we just ordered food and destroyed it.
The painters and poets and plays.
We worked with Emma a lot in pre-production in the studio. I mean, she worked a lot on...
And let's just go in.
At the grocery store.
Happy birthday! Chris is not allowed to look at what's happening in here, but he still wants to show Phineas and I our bedroom.
So crazy that all the
commitment!
The dogs bark.
So I thought this was like a very dark, like romantic, sexual Phineas room. I was like, they're getting a whole album out of this room.
Do you want us to like conceive a child in this room?
Listen, if it happened on my 26th birthday, I would expect it to be named Chris Clemens.
I think you'd be so honored.
O'Connell.
Yeah.
And then I'd be set for life. I would just
Holy
take royalty.
shit.
We're gonna name the kid Clement.
Do we like
Chris, this is fire.
Good. Oh my
I would have driven all the way down here to just get these.
Oh my god, that means so much to me. Thanks for coming.
Of course, man.
Oh my god, and this is still going. This looks so good on you. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys! Where did you get balloons? Welcome to the club.
Chris really knows his demo here.
Yes. Wow. Oh, bro. Ooh, you see?
time for a Q&A. I went inside because I got shy and the leaf blower was very loud and it was a wonderful idea, but the execution wasn't gonna be the same. I wrote down some questions that I liked, so I'm just gonna go through them. We'll start off with an easy one. What's the show you've been into most lately? I recently started watching The Morning Show, which is on Apple's new streaming platform on Apple TV. I'm feeling very proud and up to date because only 3 episodes are out right now, and then they're gonna start releasing 1 a week. But it stars Jennifer Aniston, Steve Carell, and Reese Witherspoon. Jennifer is killing it. She is so good. The character is so perfect for her. I'm really, really enjoying it and highly recommend if you guys haven't seen it. Every time we finish a scene, we're like, wow, that was a good scene. I got a lot of questions asking about how my mental health is and how I've been doing mentally, which is so sweet of you guys to ask that. I've been really good. Life definitely already feels different in this environment, which I expected, but I feel like there's just a lot more going around me now. Besides my own sort of stresses and me trying to navigate and figure out what my sort of workflow is going to be in this new home, I just feel really grateful. I still sort of don't believe that I live under this roof and that I live with another human being. I've just been alone for so long. I think it was coming up on 3 years or something like that. I'm definitely filled to the brim with emotions and happiness and gratitude and everything. And any tips for not getting overwhelmed with work? I feel like I was just talking about that. If you have any, let me know. I think really just figuring out what little things help you to relax. I never want to be a preacher of overworking yourself because that is not glamorous. I don't even think that's the best use of your time because life isn't entirely only about work. Going out for walks, going outside, what a huge difference that makes in your day. And just sort of checking those boxes. And that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out too, is making sure that I'm checking all of my boxes every day. Are you guys going to have pets? Yes, we want to get a dog. We don't have a strict plan or timeline on when we want one and when we're gonna find one. We definitely want to adopt a dog, maybe at the end of this year, top of next year, we don't know yet. Was it hard for you to say goodbye to your apartment and end that chapter of your life? I don't think it was hard. I definitely felt I was ready to close that chapter and move on to the next. Well, for starters, I was paying so much money in rent that I'm very happy to be putting my money into something that is an investment and not just going to a rental company. The amount of hours we put in driving to my place, to his place, figuring out where we're gonna sleep, packing a bag. We pretty much were just living out of like our toiletry bags, and I think we were just really excited to have a home base that we just get to meet at every single day, every single morning. What's gonna be the theme of your house? It's going to feel a little more cozy and traditional versus my last apartment. My last apartment, there was a lot of metal and glass and marble. I'm definitely still bringing in the same materials, but our house is a lot older, so it has a lot of character, which is great. It gives us an amazing sort of starting foundation to work with. And so I feel like with this kind of house, it's sort of going to tell us where we need to put things and what we need to put on certain walls. Also very music oriented, so we're gonna have guitars on the walls and we're gonna have a piano, and you know, we wanna get art and put up my paintings and just make it feel like a very lived in, cozy house. I'm just a sucker for neutral colors, but I wanna bring in more browns and beiges and creams because my last place was a lot of grays and silvers and blues, and it felt a little colder, and so I'm excited to kind of try out the warmer palette of living. What a weird way to say it. What's your favorite form of contraception and birth control? My first experience with birth control was birth control pills, and I started taking those when I was 18. I was on birth control pills for over a year, definitely, to the point where my body had become used to it and it was a thing. I had a moment in time where I was on nothing. My experience with birth control pills was fine. There are a lot of benefits to it. Everyone has different experiences, so it just depends on everyone. So it's not even worth saying like which one I got or anything like that. These are conversations to have with your doctor, gynecologist. Right now I have an IUD, which is like that plastic tee that they put into your uterus. My experience with it has been amazing. I love not having to take anything every day. I don't feel it. Phineas doesn't feel it. TMI. It definitely changed my cycle a little bit. For the first few months, I bled every single day, which blowed, but I knew to expect that because that happens to a lot of people. And then there was a phase where it completely took away my period and I wasn't having periods at all. And now I pretty much am back to like my regular cycle. It has a really good percentage rate of preventing pregnancies. So I like that one. I have to get it switched out next year, I believe, and I am so terrified because I definitely fainted when they put it in me. How do you stay so positive? I don't even think I'm that crazy positive of a person. I think I just stay very neutral, and I also don't want to portray my life as being always positive and me always being in a good mood. So definitely always recognize that whether you're watching my videos or any videos, although this channel and this career path is very invasive towards my life and I'm showing you guys so much, I'm still choosing what I put in each video, and I'm choosing what I get to say, and I'm choosing what I get to take out. And so please never assume that something is this way or that way if it's going to hurt the way that you view yourself or your life or anything. I totally respect and understand that people can make assumptions about my life and stuff, but if it's going to bring you any sort of frustration or negativity, I don't know, just remind yourself that all of us are choosing what we get to show. I definitely always want my channel to be a positive place. I want to brighten your guys' day, make you laugh, make you inspired, make you motivated, whatever it may be. In terms of always being like a positive person, the hell no. What type of hairbrush do you use? I don't have it with me, but I'm obsessed with the Tangle Teaser. Love Tangle Teaser. It's so great for hair that breaks easy, and I love it. A lot of you guys were asking me for relationship tips, and I think I'm gonna wait to make that its own video, maybe with Phineas. His relationship advice is incredible. I kind of fully give him credit for how healthy and balanced our connection is, because he is just really good at processing conflict and arguments, and the way he goes about it is just so mature and so productive. I feel it is my responsibility to be the vessel for Phineas's advice to shoot to you guys, because he's got his head screwed on right. What are you most afraid of? My biggest fear is just time passing by too quickly. That's something I really want to start focusing on again, is doing any sort of form of meditation or doing things that just gets me off of technology. I'm always worried about time speeding by way too fast. It's so scary. My camera battery just died, so I'm gonna finish the rest of this on my iPhone. How are you so dedicated? I literally can't even stick to making my bed. I think if there's anything you want to change about your daily routine or your habits, you just have to break through that and stay consistent, and eventually it will become something that you just prioritize, whether it be something as simple as making your bed every morning or making sure you're putting dishes away after you eat. There's that theory where it takes like 21 days to break a habit or something, and I think there's some truth to that. Within that time frame, you're able to stick to your word and do that, but you also get to experience the benefits of applying that habit into your day-to-day life. The other motivator that I like to use if I want to start something new is just reminding myself, why do I want to do this? Why do I want to change this thing about myself? And the answer is always quality of life. I am always down to just do shit that's going to make my life either easier, more efficient, less stressful, whatever it may be. If it falls under that category, I recognize that as worth it to go through the hassle of doing that. Just being able to kind of like put that on a map of like, how important is this to me? And if it's really important, just know that if you make that change, you're going to feel so good. It's gonna make you feel so proud. And I think having self-pride is one of the best feelings ever, because we are always our biggest critics. I think that should be the motivator. And then it's all about just consistency and sticking to your word. Eating routine for a teen. Don't have one. I don't know. This whole topic is just, it's so dicey because everyone's experiences are different. Everyone has different diet, lifestyles, and food sensitivity and allergies, and everyone has different bodies and everyone needs different things. It's so hard to just generalize all of it. You really can't. As a female, I get it. That has always been something that I have struggled with and felt so insecure about. I just think nothing is worth making your life miserable. You know what I mean? I don't even know if I'm qualified to answer this at all. I think listening to your body, viewing food as, for the most part, fuel for your day, and then also letting it be an indulging moment. I've been eating Halloween candy every single day for the last week. And I'm fine with it because I know that we don't always have a bowl of Kit Kats, my favorite candy, just sitting around all year long. So every single time I walk past, I grab another one, and it's fine because it's not going to be like that forever. I think that's something that I never really understood or realized, is when my weight would fluctuate so much in high school and even now, whatever, it's like we somehow trick ourselves to think that like what your body is right now is what it's going to be like forever. And there'd be times where I'd be so happy with my weight and the way that I am, and then you realize, oh, I can't even maintain this because if I do anything differently, then your body is always changing. And that's something that I never could fully realize because I was always just so caught up in how I looked that day. It's so exhausting. It's so exhausting. Will you have children when you're ready? Absolutely. I have always wanted children. Raising kids in this world, in this day and age, you've got to be thoughtful with it. You've got to be careful with it because so much of what children learn early on is really going to affect their lives years and years ahead. And I really want to raise kids that have good values and understand that not everyone is going to live as fortunate of a life as they do. If, God forbid, all this YouTube stuff is going good and live in a healthy, happy home, I really want to make sure that I raise kids that are just good people and conscious of the environment and conscious of others and how they make others feel and all these things. And I think parenthood is going to be a really, really fun time and probably the biggest life lesson ever. And it's probably going to be so frustrating and crazy and so magical and overwhelming. And I really can't wait for that day, but it's very, very far away. I'm thinking 30s, 30, 29, earliest, 30, 31, right in that pocket. I'm down. Anything new coming up? Yes. We don't have like an official starting day for it or anything. Phineas and I have been talking about starting a podcast for the last year, and we just go on all these crazy tangents, and the way that we share stories together with both of our perspectives is so funny, at least to us. We make ourselves laugh. So we're thinking of starting a podcast that has a very casual approach, very topical, just talking about the things that are happening in our world, that's happening in our worlds. I feel like it is going to be very like comedy based and just very real, but at the same time, I right now am thinking of ways of how can we also add value to this podcast, whether that be giving any sort of advice we could, or starting any thought-provoking conversations that can continue on social media after the episode is out, and just kind of figuring out like what is like the end all be all goal with this, because we know we're gonna have fun doing it, but you never really know what the audience's reaction is gonna be until you release it. I think tomorrow we might try to film a starting episode. I don't know, but I guess I could also ask this real quick. Holy shit, I know this video is so long and this whole segment is exhausting. If you're still watching, I love you. We are thinking of having the cover art of our podcast be original art from one of you guys, because you guys are always drawing the craziest art. Like, you guys are just so talented. So basically the podcast is kind of centering around us living in a house together. That's like the log line, right? So to give you some context, I don't want to say like the title or anything yet, but we are going to relatively soon start reaching out and seeing if anyone, sorry, I just burped, can create a square ratio cover art for us. And we want it to just be like a cartoon photo of us two. We could be doing something or doing nothing, totally up to you. It can be painted, it can be cartoon, it could be line drawing, it could be digital, it could be hand drawn, whatever it might be. We're open to anything, and I think that would be awesome. So if you guys want to start sending me stuff. I think that's a fun way to just kind of bring you guys full circle into this thing. All right, I'm gonna stop talking because this is crazy. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys for a new one very soon.